Hey, what's up? So today we're going to be taking a look at the CUBOT X70, and this is a really solid smartphone coming in at around $160, and it's going to be packing some premium features for that price point. So I definitely think it's going to be worth taking a look at if you were the person who was trying to look for a budget smartphone. And so we're going to be talking about all the things that you're going to be getting with the CUBOT X70, along with some of the features and the performance after I've been using it for about a week now. And I definitely think it's a solid experience, especially when it comes to the overall battery life, the overall screen display, and the cameras. So I'm definitely going to be jumping into the cameras of this phone. And so one of the things I was really surprised with when it came to this device is also the display, because the display is going to give you a really nice viewing experience. It's going to give you a full HD plus display, which is going to pack 60 hertz, 90 hertz, or 120 hertz. Another thing that's really solid about the CUBOT X70 is that it's going to pack a really vanilla Android experience when it comes to the stock Android, because it's going to have all your Google apps. It's definitely going to be a nice phone when it comes to gaming. And I was able to get some really good gamer performance with the 120 hertz display. And it also does have 256 gigabytes of internal storage, 12 gigabytes of memory. And it's actually rocking the Mali G57 MC2, along with the MediaTek Helio G99. And so the X70 does come equipped with a gaming mode, which is going to also enhance the performance, and it's going to give you peak performance as well, with 401 pixels per inch on the display with a water drop notch at the top. And so when it comes to the outdoor visibility, you're still going to be able to see everything on the display because it's got a LCD IPS panel, which is basically going to give you a pretty decent viewing experience when you're looking at it in direct sunlight. The phone doesn't feel too heavy. It's got a really decent weight, and it's made of metal, which is something that's pretty cool. So it has a nice solid feel in the hand. It has a decent weight at 220 grams. So it's definitely going to be feeling pretty premium when you're using it on a regular basis. And when I was connected to my Metro by T-Mobile SIM card on here, I was getting 4G LTE. And so I was able to use this with voice over LTE, which is pretty cool. And so I definitely think that it's going to be usable when it comes to most of the networks that you find in the US. And so it's basically going to be a phone that you can use all around the world, because a lot of people are buying it because of the price point and also the fact that it's unlocked with any carrier. And so it's going to feature a 100 megapixel camera, a macro camera at 5 megapixels, and then a standard camera. And you're also going to get a 32 megapixel camera on the front. And so when it came to the photos that I was getting, it was very accurate. And so the picture is going to have a lot of detail with very dynamic colors. And so they're going to be very bright, punchy, and true to life. But most importantly, they're going to have a realistic effect to them when it comes to using it. And so when I was capturing video, it does give you 1080, 720, and you get 480, but the other thing that you get is 2K recording. And so it doesn't give you 4K recording, but it does give you that 2K recording, which I haven't seen any smartphone actually come out with 2K recording. And so I was pretty impressed when it came to the cameras, the fact that it did give you 2K recording instead of just having it with the 1080 recording. And so it doesn't have 4K recording, but it definitely was pretty cool to see that feature. And so I definitely think it's going to be a solid experience when it comes to the front and rear of these cameras. Sometimes it did get washed out when I was actually taking video, and sometimes it would get washed out when I was having the camera face me and there was bright light behind me. But for the most part, it did a good job of actually zooming in and capturing detail when I was just pointing and shooting with the camera. And so it has that 100 megapixel camera mode on here. Also has a macro camera and a night mode. And so the settings are pretty straightforward and easy to mess around with. And there was basically no shutter delay or no lag when it came to using the camera interface, which was a nice experience. But overall battery is going to be really good on this device, because you're going to get a 5,200 milliamp hour battery, and it's going to last about a day and a half, sometimes 2 days, depending on how you use it. And so you're going to get good performance when it comes to the cameras, but not only just the cameras, but if you were looking for a smartphone that's going to offer a good experience for gaming, this is going to be also a really nice phone to use as well for that type of, usage. And so the body of this device felt pretty solid in the hand. Like I mentioned before, it does come with a built-in screen protector out of the box. So I definitely think that's pretty cool, with a case that you can use. And so when it came to using this device for navigating on a daily basis, it was basically very easy to use and it felt very snappy. So even if I wanted to use the maps for 1 second and then jump into something else like social media or just check my email, I definitely think that this is a device that you can use just to get that done and have a lot of built-in features with a stock Android experience with Android 13. And so I just wanted you to do me a quick solid. If you're still here, just type down below in the comment section, I'm still here, so I know you're still kicking it with me. And I just want to remind you to hit the like button so we can get this video out to more people and help beat the YouTube algorithm. Okay. But this phone comes out pretty recently. It's brand new. It was just released about 2 months ago. And so it should be coming to the Amazon store, but right now you can get it on AliExpress for about $160. And so it's going to have pretty decent charging speeds at 18 watts fast charging. And so you're going to be able to charge it up very quickly without having to worry about sitting around and waiting for it to charge. It's also got a really nice audio experience with Bluetooth 5.2, a nice GPS system with the 4 different options to choose from: GPS, AGPS, GLONASS, Benau, and Galileo. And so it's got a lot of storage on here, 256 with 12 gigabytes of memory. And it also does have an additional 12 gigabytes of memory that you could use with the virtual memory on this device. And so the overall experience of this device, since I've been using it, has been really solid, especially for the price of $160. And so I haven't really had any complaints yet since I've been using it for about a week. It's definitely been a nice, solid secondary phone. You could even use this as a primary phone and basically just have this thing on deck if you wanted to have an affordable phone that you wanted to have on the side. And so I like the fact that the display does do 60 hertz, 90 hertz, and 120. But let me know what you guys think about the CUBOT X70 in the comment section. And I just want to remind you to hit the like button so we can get this video out to more people. And type I'm still here so I know you're still kicking it with me, and I'll get right back with you. I'll check you guys later. Peace.